up this morning, checked the mirror for a sudden change. Wish the worry lines were gone, rearrange the emotional range. I thought redemption was a lightning strike, a quick and blinding flash, that the years of damage would vanish in a single fiery crash. I kept demanding answers from the tired, aching part of me, while the simple, happy feelings just refused to be set free. But the heart is not a broken machine that you can instantly repair. It's a garden you must tend to, with patience and with careful care. 'Cause healing happens slow, like the fading of a deep old bruise. You don't get to choose the pace, you just choose to not refuse. It's a quiet work in the silence, the small steps you don't even see. It's the understanding that the man you are is finally meant to be. You can't cheat the clock or the calendar, you can only trust the sun, that every single morning brings a battle that can finally be won. It's not magic, it's momentum and the simple passage of the day. The old oak tree outside the window didn't grow up overnight. It took 100 years of storms and constant, patient light. It bears the scars of the hard winter, the branches that the wind did break. But every spring it stands up stronger for its own inherent sake. That's the kind of strength I'm reaching for, the kind that doesn't rush or stress. The simple knowledge that recovery is not about quick success. It's just showing up for the sadness, letting the feeling run its course, believing in the quiet, steady, life renewing force. 'Cause healing happens slow, like the fading of a deep old bruise. You don't get to choose the pace, you just choose to not refuse. It's the quiet work in the silence, the small steps you don't even see. It's the understanding that the man you are is finally meant to be. You can't cheat the clock or the calendar, you can only trust the sun, that every single morning brings a battle that can finally be won. It's not magic, it's momentum and the simple passage of the day. Start measuring your progress by the expectations you were sold. The truest value of your spirit is worth more than silver or gold. Just breathe in, breathe out, let the heavy moments simply pass. You're not broken, you're becoming, and the pain won't always last. Slow, like the fading of a deep old bruise. You don't get to choose the pace, you just choose to not refuse. It's the quiet work in the silence, the small steps you don't even see. It's the understanding that the man you are is finally meant to be. You can't cheat the clock or the calendar, can only trust the sun. Yet every single morning brings a battle that can finally be won. It's not magic, it's momentum and the simple passage of the day. The simple passage of the day. Just give it time. I was running on cheap coffee, gasoline and broken promises, a tire spinning in the mud, chasing all the wrong kind of premise. Magalo bufong ko Sparigaya, Modern Country Ballads, MOC, Angel out and Disukay, Audience America. Lagu kali ini akan membahas tema pentingnya seorang wanita yang membawa stabilitas dan kedamaian. Ini adalah tema yang sangat populer, di mana pria country mengakui bahwa pasangannya adalah alasan dibalik kesuksesan dan pertumbuhan pribadinya. When you walked in the quiet in my chaos, the silent turning of the tide, the only reason this wild heart has nowhere left to run and hide. You didn't try to fix the damage, you just loved the broken parts. I showed you were the safe, steady compass on the long and winding road. You took the storm inside my head and turned it into gentle rain. You're the calming hand of mercy that washes away the working pain. I was a ship lost in the darkness, and you were the lighthouse guiding me home. The world still screams its worries, the bills still pile up high, but when I walk through that front door, I can let the heavy burden die. You're not demanding perfection, just asking for the simple truth. You trade my tired-idled anger for the honest wonder of my youth. The silence when we sit and watch the late-night traffic pass is more valuable than all the golden moment meant to last. I built the fence too high and wide, trying to keep the world away, but you taught me that the truest strength is found at the end of. You walked in the quiet in my chaos, the silent turning of the tide, the only reason this wild heart has nowhere left to run and hide. You didn't try to fix the damage, you just loved the broken parts. I showed you were the safe, steady compass on the long and winding road. You took the storm inside my head and turned it into gentle rain. You're the calming hand of mercy that washes away the working pain. I was a ship lost in the darkness, and you were the lighthouse guiding me home. I might still stumble, I might still fall, I'm not a perfect righteous man, but with your steady love beside me, I've got a fighting chance and a plan. You don't need the bright lights or the crowds, just the honesty of my simple word. You're the quietest, deepest anthem that this restless soul has ever heard. You are the quiet in my chaos, the silent turning of the tide, the only reason this wild heart has I stood in line at the gas station, watched the numbers spin too fast. Felt the knot inside my stomach, hoping this paycheck would last. The boss gave me the same old raise, a penny on the hour now. Said, son, you ought to be grateful, but he doesn't know exactly how. He doesn't see the broken brake light, the worn out shoes, the faded paint. He just sees the sweat I give him, the quiet worker saint. We keep our problems tucked beneath the collar, deep inside the chest, pretending that this endless struggle is just a momentary test. There's a constant fight between the bank account and the pride every morning when I wake. One number screams the pressure, the other reminds me what I made. I might be rich in calloused hands and the dignity of an honest day, but the power company still wants their payment come the 1st of May. I can't afford the fancy suits or the bow tied down beside the dock, but I can afford to look myself in the eye when the day ends on the clock. My wallet might be empty, but my handshake still rings true. My father worked the same shift, stood on the same hard concrete floor. He told me, son, they can take your money, but they can't take your value or the core. He bought our trailer with cash only, told the bank to keep the crooked lease. He taught me that true freedom is the quiet, internal peace. He never worried about the market, never chased the fleeting trends. His only focus was the promise that he made to family and friends. Now I'm doing the exact same dance, balancing the stress and debt, knowing that the only thing I truly own is the good name I haven't let forget. There's a constant fight between the bank account and the pride every morning when I wake. One number screams the pressure, the other reminds me what I made. I might be rich in calloused hands and the dignity of an honest day, but the power company still wants their payment come the 1st of May. I can't afford the fancy suits or the bow tied down beside the dock, but I can afford to look myself in the eye when the day ends on the clock. My wallet might be empty, but my handshake still rings true. They say the American dream is easy, just follow the simple, clear command, but it feels more like a lottery run by the powerful, lucky hand. But I keep showing up on time, keep giving everything I've got, because the hardest battle with honor is a fight that can't be bought. There's a constant fight between the bank floors above the street, looking down at the blur of cars. Traded the sound of silence for a million lonely bars. I chased the promise of the big promotion, the name on the glass door. Told everyone back home that I wouldn't be needing the dirt road anymore. I traded my old boots for leather shoes, learned how to talk the quick, slick talk. But every success I chalk up here feels brittle like broken chalk. I've got the money and the status, everything I thought I'd earn, but the concrete below my window is cold and the neon lights just burn. I made the mistake to trade the twang for the tower, and now I can't find my way back. The cost of this high-rise view is the comfort of the simple track. I'm a small town heart in a city suit, a lie I tell every day, wishing for the quiet creek water to wash the city dust away. The air up here is thin and cold, nobody knows your name or story. I gave up my honest soul for this manufactured lonely glory. I swapped the authentic rhythm for $1 and an empty title now. My neighbor here is a lawyer, owns a yacht, never stops to say hello. Back home my neighbor was a farmer, always offered me a steady flow. We used to stop the traffic just to talk about the coming rain. Now I'm stuck in gridlock, hiding from the simple, honest pain. I miss the sound of the screen door slam, the smell of wood smoke on the air, the kind of loyal, simple loving that no money can repair. I put a classic country album on just to hear the pedal steel cry, and realize the truest failure is the distance I've let multiply. I made the mistake to trade the twang for the tower, and now I can't find my way back. The cost of this high-rise view is the comfort of the simple track. I'm a small town heart in a city suit, a lie I tell every day, wishing for the quiet creek water to wash the city dust away. The air up here is thin and cold, nobody knows your name or story. I gave up my honest soul for this manufactured lonely glory. I swapped the authentic rhythm for $1 and an empty title now. The biggest dreams are never born, they're found in the fields you left behind. I'd give this old expensive view for a piece of my peace of mind, just to hear the sound of crickets, just to feel the cool clean breeze, and admit that chasing money only brought me to my knees. I made the mistake to trade the twang for the tower, and now I can't find my way back. The cost of this high-rise view is the comfort of the simple track. I'm a small town heart in a city suit, a lie I tell every day, wishing for the quiet creek water to wash the city dust away. The air up here is thin and cold, nobody knows your name or story. I gave up my honest soul for this manufactured lonely glory. I swapped the authentic rhythm for $1 and an empty title now. $1 and an empty title now. Take me home. I knew the cracked neon sign better than my own face in the mirror. The smoky room was my sanctuary, the only place the world felt clearer. The bartender knew my order before I even reached the door. I spent 10 years chasing comfort on the sticky sawdust floor. I swore every night was the last one, promised myself I'd quit the chase, but the whiskey had a magnetic pull, a hold on my lonely, hopeless space. I kept telling myself I was fine, that I had it all under control, but that old bar was slowly stealing the last piece of my fighting soul. But then came the day I left that bar for good. I saw the morning light for the first time. I traded the haze of regret for the silence of a difficult climb. I took the keys out of the ignition and watched the whole sad life drive away. I chose the sunrise over the sickness. I chose the promise of the day. It wasn't a sudden miracle, just a simple, single, steady stride. The moment I finally decided I had nowhere left to run and hide, I walked out and didn't look back. I chose my life over the drain. My hands were shaking on the steering wheel. The detox was a painful hell, but the emptiness I felt was better than the lies I used to tell. I started noticing the small things, the blue sky, the scent of fresh cut grass, the simple everyday blessings that I always let instantly pass. I finally called my father, told him the painful, honest truth. He just said, son, I'm proud of you. You found the fire of your youth. The road is still long and winding, the temptation still comes and goes, but I planted a seed of courage, and that's the hope that always grows. And then came the day I left that bar for good. I saw the morning light for the first time. I traded the haze of regret for the silence of a difficult climb. I took the keys out of the ignition and watched the whole sad life drive away. I chose the sunrise over the sickness. I chose the promise of today. It wasn't a sudden miracle, just a simple, single, steady stride. The moment I finally decided I had nowhere left to run and hide, I walked out and didn't look back. I chose my life over the drink. I still pass that neon sign every now and then. I see the darkness calling my name, but the person who walks by now is not the one who played that desperate game. The craving is a whisper, but the future is a powerful roar, and I know exactly what I'm fighting for when I drive past that door. And then came the day I left that bar for good. I saw the morning light for the first time. I traded the haze of regret for the silence of a difficult climb. I took the keys out of the ignition and watched the whole sad life drive away. I chose the sunrise over the sickness. I chose the promise of the day. It wasn't a sudden miracle, just a simple, single, steady stride. The moment I finally decided I had nowhere left to run and hide, I walked out and didn't look back. I chose my life over the dream. I chose my life over the dream. Never going back, never going back, never going back.
Drove past the college campus, saw them bright, hopeful freshmen walk
Remember the day I moved in, full of arrogance and empty talk. I thought I earned that opportunity, thought I deserved the easy ride, never stopping to think of the debt, oh the honest truth my father hid inside. He sold the good deer out for work, double shifts until he couldn't see, just so I could chase a future that felt too far away from me. He never complained about the pain, never mentioned the aching cost. He just handed me the money, ensuring nothing would be lost. And now I realize the weight of the calloused hand that signed the check. It wasn't just paper and numbers, it was the blood and sweat on his neck. He gave away his own last chance so I could take my single stride. The signature was a monument to love and the only true sacrifice. I wasted too much of that money on late nights and cheap, useless things. Now every dollar I earn back home, the shame of that memory stings. I never thanked him for the freedom, I only used the space to fall. I called him up last week just to talk about the simple rain. He didn't ask about my failures, didn't mention the old familiar pain. He just talked about the weather and the tractor needing oil, still finding dignity and peace in the honest daily toil. I wanted to apologize for the life I didn't treat with care, for the youth I squandered, the burden that I didn't stop to share. But the words just caught inside my throat, choked up by regret and fear. I just said I love you, Dad, hoping he understood why I was finally here. And now I realize the weight of the calloused hand that signed the check. It wasn't just paper and numbers, it was the blood and sweat on his neck. He gave away his own last chance so I could take my single stride. The signature was a monument to love and the only true sacrifice. I wasted too much of that money on late nights and cheap, useless things. Now every dollar I earn back home, the shame of that memory stings. I never thanked him for the freedom, now I'll use my life to pay the cost. I may not make $1 million or achieve the grand success he dreamed, but I work twice as hard and live twice as honest, so his effort is redeemed. I'll honor the quiet kindness, the sacrifice he didn't boast, because a simple silent signature is what matters to me most. Signed the check, it wasn't just paper and numbers, it was the blood and sweat on his neck. He gave away his own last chance so I could take my single stride. The signature was a monument to love and the only true sacrifice. I wasted too much of that money on late nights and cheap, useless things. Now every dollar I earn back home, the shame of that memory stings. I never thanked him for the freedom, now I'll use my life to pay the cost. Use my life to pay the cost. Thank you, Dad. Sunrise hitting the county line, the dew still heavy on the grass. I drove past that old high school sign, wishing I could hit the gas. 10 years ago we owned these streets, thought we knew everything back then, trading wild, stupid secrets with a couple of reckless trouble men. We wrecked that 78 Ford truck down by the river bend that night, just like we wrecked the simple kindness that held our futures tight. I remember the look in your eyes when you finally walked away, leaving nothing but the ghost of you and the promise of a better day. And the truth is, the scars we left on the pavement tell a better story than the smooth road we were seeking. They show the wild momentum of mistakes we couldn't help but keep. We thought the bruises were a burden, just a pain we had to hide, but they're the honest history of the path where we survived. Now I drive slow past the old spots where the past and present meet, and thank God for the memory of the life that was bittersweet. We didn't get it right, but we finally got it real. I heard you moved to the city lights, got married, cleaned up your messy act. I'm still here fighting my own ghost, finding the simple truth to track. That old dive bar still serves the whiskey, but I only order water now. The simple fact of growing up is learning exactly where and how. I stopped blaming the small town limits and started working on the soul, realizing that the broken parts were what made the story whole. I sold the truck that held our youth, bought one with a cleaner shine, but the stories whispered on the pavement are the scars that mark my timeline. And the truth is, the scars we left on the pavement tell a better story than the smooth road we were seeking. They show the wild momentum of mistakes we couldn't help but keep. We thought the bruises were a burden, just a pain we had to hide, but they're the honest history of the path where we survived. Now I drive slow past the old spots where the past and present meet, and thank God for the memory of the life that was bittersweet. We didn't get it right, but we finally got it real. The greatest lesson of this journey wasn't learning how to speed, it was learning how to break and plant the careful, honest seed. This simple broken stretch of asphalt where we burned our younger years is where I finally found the courage to stop running from my